Notts County talk. It's finished Morpeth Town 0, Notts County 3. Job done for us, really, isn't it? We're on to the next round. It was a great chance for us, like I said in the preview, to get those players into the squad that are either A, on the fringe, or B, coming back from injury. You've got the likes of Lacey and Graham coming back from injury that I thought looked really good. Pilling and Matty Wolf, coming into the squad after we've not seen them start for a long time. Especially Pilling, obviously, he's only played pre-season. So on the pitch, as it was today, it was slopey, it was heavy, the grass looked fairly long. It was just, slippy. It was awful, really. It just didn't suit the way that we sort of play football as a team. And to still get that 3-0 result, it would have been a lot higher, I think, if conditions are better. Obviously, conditions are bad for both sides, but obviously Morpeth would be used to playing on that worse a condition than Notts would be, as Medellin. We've all seen it's like a carpet. So yeah, I'm going to be doing player ratings. But yeah, as a whole, happy with the performance. We've really stuck in and got the result. I think they tried to rough us up a little bit throughout the game, and we kept our heads really well. It was a really professional performance, I thought. But yeah, without further ado, I will go on to player ratings. So Pilling, you can see there's a good keeper in there, but he's not had too much to do today. So he's got the clean sheet, obviously. One thing that I did want to point out was his kicking was a little bit off. He did 2 or 3 goal kicks where he needs to do better, really. It's sort of gone skew, if gone left and nearly gone out for a throw-in, or we've been dispossessed and he's given the ball away. So he needs to be a little bit sharper on that. But obviously, when you haven't played for such a long period of time, I think things like that do happen because you don't have that sharpness about you. So I'm going to give him a 7. Obviously, he can't be too harsh because he's kept the clean sheet. So yeah. Brindley, obviously, he's only had 45 minutes, but only played the first half. He looked good though. Played very well, I thought, in the first half. One thing I did want to point out about Brindley was that he put a cross into Eli Sam quite early on in the game. I think it was just after we'd scored, and it was literally pinpoint on his head. It was a fantastic cross, one of the best passes I've seen all season from him, because it wasn't like it was on the edge of the box, it was quite further back. So, fair play to Brindley. I'm going to give him a 7. Fantastic game for him, really. I know it's against the lesser side, but on the pitch, you've got to consider it's so hard to just pass it the way you want it to, because you've got to just adjust to the pitch that's underneath you. So yeah, fair play. Graham gets the goal. We obviously sponsor him, so it's the first time we've seen our logo come up on the little thing that they have on Twitter when the players score. So it's good to see that. Good block. After about 20 minutes, he did a great block where it looked like it was going to beat Pilling. So kept us in the game, kept us the clean sheet. I'm going to give him an 8.5. Thought he was really good. He looked sharp to say he's been out for so long. So yeah. Going to Lacey. I'm going to start by saying I'm going to give Lacey an 8.5 as well, for the fact that, again, he looked sharp to say he's not been playing, a player that's used to playing for us like he did at the back end of last season. He obviously saved us sort of later on in the game, cleared it off the line, kept the clean sheet. So I'm going to give him an 8.5 as well. Like I say, Chickson, much improved. He was probably, for me, one of the best players at linking up the play. His passing was very good, I thought, and he was always overlapping on that left-hand side. Difficult to do on the pitch, but he did it quite well. So I'm going to give him a 7. Good performance. He should be happy with the way he played today, I think. But yeah, I'll move on. I will go on to O'Brien. Now, he was the captain today. Thought he gave a captain's performance, just a steady performance. He was up for it. The sort of game, like I said earlier on, where they were rough and ready, that's a game that I feel like O'Brien thrives in because he can deal with it. I think the whole squad dealt with it fairly well though. But yeah, he was first to everything, O'Brien was today, so I'm happy with the way he played. I'm going to give him a 7. Now I'm going to move on to Matty Wolf. I thought he controlled the middle today. Fantastic. To say, again, a player that's not been playing, it didn't show at all. I understand it's against a lesser side, but, credit to himself. I'm going to give him a 7.5. Great performance from him today. Ruben Rodriguez, not seen masses from him, really. His defensive attributes shone through again for me today, because I think he lost the ball on one occasion, trapped back, got it. He did a couple, he did quite a hefty tackle on one of them as well, where he's left one on the player a little bit. For me personally, it's good to see that from that sort of player, because it gives them a different edge. When you think they're sort of that slick, fast, skillful player, but they've also got a strong tackle in them, it just gives them that extra edge, so players think that he's not a bit of a soft touch. I think that's good for a player to do, so I'm going to give him a 7. fair play. Well done, Rodriguez. You've done well again today. Tom Walker, very creative. Some good runs today. Did the pass that set up Eli's goal. I'm going to give him a 7 as well. No, 7.5. He's done well. He's done well today. Very well. Much improved on previous performances, I think. So, yeah, fair play to him. Eli Sam, he's got the goal. You know, good finish. It didn't look like it had too much on it, to be honest with you, but nevertheless, it's a great finish. Fair play to him. It's good for him, I think, to get that goal, to give him that confidence going on into the next game. If he gets the start or he comes on in a sub, he's going into that game with a goal. So it sort of gives you, especially a striker or an attacking player, that confidence going into the next game. You know, I scored in the last game. I want to get one in this game, and they know that they can find the goal because they've just found it in the previous game. So yeah, he's done good. He probably should have scored later on in the game. His decision making was a little bit off, I thought. You know, there was 2 or 3 occasions where you felt like he could have done better, whether it be pass it on or release it a little bit earlier. So I'm going to give him a 7.5. You know, good performance, definitely things to work on for him though, but I think he'll know that, and it's good for him. That's why these games are so good, because it's things like that where he can work on it, pick up on it and improve. So we've got to take from this game what we can. So yeah, I think that's fair for Eli Sam. Jimmy Knowles, I love watching Jimmy Knowles. He's such an exciting player. Every time he gets the ball, you're sort of thinking he's gonna create something here, or he's gonna put that key pass across and get a goal or nick a goal. And he's just good. He's just fun to watch. We've not had a striker like that for a while. Maybe you could compare him a little bit to Dennis, but he's just got that young edge about him where you know he's willing to try it because he's young and try and improve and impress, you know. So his finish for the goal as well, it was so composed, where he could have passed it across and the player to his right, I think it was Matty Wolf, would have had an open goal. He's took it himself, dropped his shoulder, gone left and scored. So fair play to him, great goal. I am going to give him an 8.5. Really impressed me today. Great performance from him. I think he'll be happy with the way he played. Substitutions then, we've obviously got Kelly Evans that came on for Brindley. Not really seen masses from him in this game, but obviously we've kept the clean sheet. He's right back, so I'm going to give him a 7. I thought when you're not seeing too much from him, nothing's coming down his side, he's obviously doing something right, so I think 7's a fair reflection. And last but not least, Enzio. He's come on, he's not had a massive impact on the game, but he's just played that good level performance where he's come on, he's not making sloppy mistakes, he's linking up the play, he's passing it the best he can on the surface. So I'm going to give him a 6. Like I say, he's not done nothing standout, so I can't really mark him higher than that. But yeah, that wraps up player ratings. Obviously, it's the last game now before Christmas, so I hope all of our viewers have a good Christmas, whatever you may be doing. And hopefully now we can just keep winning, and hopefully we can win the FA Trophy and win the league.